And welcome to my show. Welcome to Gifts of Wisdom. I am Gift of Wisdom. I hope you're having a great time. We're uploading here off of YouTube, and we got a lot of good things we want to talk about today. I hope your day is going okay. I live out here in beautiful Maricopa, Arizona, where we had a beautiful day, and I hope that your day was good and that we're still going to have some fun here and learn some things and grow into some things here. So today is, can you trust your decisions? Number 207 here. And also we're going to have news with a twist. And let's start off. Number one here. Gasoline prices keep going up. See no end in sight. According to the USA Today, the $3.42 is the average price. Here in Maricopa, it's $3.69. So we are definitely above the average. And only 1 month ago, the average was $3.26. Was 1 month ago. And for the kicker, 1 year ago was $2.11, which probably was our average here in Arizona. Could be worse. It's $4.62 is the average gallon in California. So, here we are with no end in sight. And then again, we're going to get to Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm. Jennifer. What are we going to do about you? She is the Secretary of Energy. And when she was asked, Madam Secretary, what do you think is you going to do to bring down the gas prices? Well, she laughed really loud. Really loud. Really loud. Really loud. Really loud. I mean, it was so loud. People were like saying, well, it's a little inappropriate. And what was her response? I wish I had a wand to drop the oil prices. I think this is in between her laughing. So, yes, we still have respect for the department, but obviously she wishes she had a wand. So, when they laugh at us, they really laugh at us. You can see it. Part of it is like, something's being pulled over the wall there. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway. All right, so here's the question is, how to get gas prices dropped? Well, Biden asked OPEC to give us more oil. The ones that we had to get our own oil from when we were under President Trump. And now all of a sudden Biden switched the whole thing over. And here Trump got us off of OPEC. And now we need him again. And, well, they said no. All right. Then Biden asked the domestic oil companies to produce more. And they said, well, we're already maxed out. We're all ready. As soon as they make it, it's already gone. And there's no way that they can produce more. So, you think you could make a few changes on the restrictions here. Number one, he opened up the Keystone pipeline, which he closed the first week in office. Now, why don't we open that back up? You think? Well, also he wants to close the Midwest. We got a Midwest pipeline. Okay. So it comes back to the Keystone here. Basically, domestically, it would take a whole year to open all this stuff up in order to see any change with getting more oil for the economy. You know, when you go to when you get all your cars and you're going to get them charged at the charging station, that electricity that comes, you know, oil helps a lot on that. So don't close the Midwest pipeline. At least it's bad. It's bad. So here's the worst case scenario. And this is what the Republican suggested, is you borrow from the gas reserves. Did you know we had gas reserves? It's called the American Emergency Supply Oil Savings. Like a bank. And in this savings, we have 600 million barrels. Now, you know, it's a lot of gas. But the U.S. uses 20 million barrels a day. And I'm sure it goes up when winter comes in. So basically, it's going to be a mystery from the book of Biden and Granholm. I guess they'll figure it out over a hot dog and have a Coke and call me in the morning. Anyway, what's next? Oh, let's see here. According to the Federal Reserve, China could affect our economy very soon. And one of the reasons is Evergrande is one of the, if not the biggest property. They make more property. They sell more property. They build. And, of course, also Fantasia Holding Group. You've probably never heard of these guys. Okay. These are Chinese companies. They are here. They've got investment here. But, again, these guys are foreclosing on their loans. Literally, Evergrande owes a 300 million? A 300 million payment they don't have. And so does Fantasia Holding Group. They're like around 213, 15, whatever. And also many other property groups there, because the property market is crashing. And they cannot make their bond payments, which is going to spiral down because they have holdings with other companies who are not going to be paid their loans, yada, 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 yada. Remember, when you're building property, you got construction companies, wood, aluminum, nails, electric wiring, all this stuff. It all trickles down. So billions of loan payments are not being paid. And so the Federal Reserve Bank came out and said they're concerned the fallout could spread to the West. Now, if you didn't know this, China exports out about $2 trillion a year of goods. If those are not able, these goods, which affect us, by the way, it could be computer chips, it could be parts in a machine. One part could be something in the washing machines. It could be something you use for your air conditioning because they make Chinese parts. Very important. On furnaces. This is another thing. What's going on? People can't get parts for furnaces now. Already is going on. So this is a trickle-down effect now. So you're going to see this trickle-down effect. We may not be seeing it just yet, although we are seeing it. We are seeing it. It's just that we haven't really seen it. Okay? So we'll go on to the next. According to AAA, 54 million Americans will be traveling this Thanksgiving holiday. And almost 90% will be driving. And it's this many people is almost the same as in 2019 or before the pandemic. So it looks like we're getting close to the new normal. It looks like it. So how to trust your decisions. You know, a lot of people, they just don't trust themselves. And some people, you know, they don't trust themselves. So how do you trust yourself? We want to go into it a little bit. Hopefully this will inspire you. You know, do you want to change your words? You want to change your thoughts. What you think, you become. What you think, you become. Now, all of us are what we think about. Now, we're in a different world now, guys, and I know it because I was in another world before, literally, and saw the internet beginning. I saw all the social media platforms beginning. I participated in it and still do. And so when you're looking at this, each person, this dawned on me, that each person, when you're in social media, when you're involved in social media, you're literally, the person you are is a business person. You're not like a layman, so to speak. And so when we look at this here, okay, we look at this little picture here. We start with the left. It's about marketing yourself, right? People change their clothes. The women change their makeup. And then you have to advertise yourself on Instagram, Facebook. And in this process, you have to have your own logo, that picture that describes you, that describes you. You have to have it designed. It comes up to, you know, then you have to do your brand. Your brand, this is just for your own personhood. And you have to come up with a strategy. How do you want to be looked at? Then you have your identity that comes with all this. And this is where you lack in the identity. And then what ends up happening through all of this is the trust factor within yourself. Because part of this stuff makes you feel like you're an artificial being. And when you lose your trust, you lose your values. Your value that you are. Your value. How you value yourself. If it's just your looks, it's just how people perceive you on social media, well, then you not only have a trust issue, but you also have a value issue because it changes all the time. The media changes. The style that was good now ain't good tomorrow. The headline that was on here today isn't any good tomorrow. What your comment meant today doesn't mean anything tomorrow because there's so many other things that you comment about. So, there's some words. Just see about some word I want you to take out. Let's see if you can do this. All right. First word is but. But. You know, I could do that. I could be a millionaire. I could have that good job, but. Eliminate that word. But. Now, you know, words you might insert on this particular one is and. I could become a success, and I have to work harder at it. You see what I mean? I could be a success, but I don't work on it. That's kind of like a double negative here. You see? The word failure. Failure. You just want to lift that word out of there. You know, call yourself a winner no matter what. And you can do this for a while. Fake it till you make it. Impossible. I could lose weight. It's just impossible. I could stop drinking, but it's just impossible. Easy that. Just drop the I am. The instant message. Number 4, hate. Gosh, man. You realize when you say that word, the energy that just is caused by saying that word. It's such a powerful energy because it's so the opposite of love. And now you know there's levels of hate for sure, but just to enter the doorway of hate. Hate. We've all done it. And we know that we can't stay in it very long because it messes us up. 5, should. Man, I should have done that. I should have done that. Shoulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Instead of I should, I didn't, and now I'm going to do it. Have to. Do I have to? Do I have to? Want to. Have to. Want to. Can't. I can't do it, man. I can't do it, Manny. I can't do it. Yes, you can. I can. Drop that T. Number 9. Oops, back. Someday. Someday we'll be together. Someday. There was a song, the last song the Supremes did. They were breaking up. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. And their last song was Someday We'll Be Together. Number 9, try. That is not a word that should be in the English language. Okay? Try sets you up to fail. It just does. When you know you're going to try, you say you're just going to try, then it just sets you up. And number 10 here, problem. A problem. You hear people, I'm a problem solver. You can say, I'm a solver of problems. But you can also say, you know, if you can say I have problems, you might say I have issues that I need to work on. I want to work on. I decide to work on. Yes. No, that's not a problem. That's something I'm going to work on. I will work on it. I'm going to try to work on that. No, I will work on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you some words to trust with. To trust with, and some phrases here. All right. Okay, so number one is prefer. Now, I am not about choices. Choices is in the thought process, and when you decide, then it's I prefer to go down that road. I prefer. It's not about choosing, because then you could go back and look and go, well, I could have chose that. When you preferred to go there, all right? And that brings to number two. I made the decision that I preferred to go down there, okay? I preferred the decision of going down that way because I feel that it's possible that I can succeed there. I will succeed there. I want to succeed there. Simple words. This is all inspirational wisdom from Mother. Simple. Simple. We make spirituality too, it's too confrontational, and it's too confusing, and there's so many rules, when all the rules, the right things are written on your heart. Okay? Let's go with some phrases. And I love these. This is my dream to live. This is my dream to live. I'm going to have a great guest down here. DTL gave the orgasm. I've interviewed him before. I can't wait to have him on again. And we both talk about you have to live your dream. You have to create the dream. And then you got to take it one step at a time. Number 5, I'm doing my best today. No matter how the day is, I'm doing my best today. It may not be what your all-round best of all time is, but even then, you look at it like, I did my best. I shot a 99 today. My best was 87, but I did my best today. I did my best today. And you leave it at that. You leave it at that. One day at a time. I'm going to take it one day at a time. That's today. I can't do a week. I'm going to take it one day at a time. And then you live that day. And then you don't worry about tomorrow, and you don't worry about yesterday. You don't even think about it. You just do the one day. It may come down to this. This is the next 1 hour. Listen, man, I am freaking out. I got all this stuff I've got to do. The house is a mess. It's going to take me forever. Well, I'm going to take 1 hour at a time. It's 2 o'clock. I'm not going to think about, and I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to work on it for 1 hour. And that could be one task at a time. One task at a time. And it allows you to do that one task. You say to yourself, next, concentrate now. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to go all the way till 9. I'm going to concentrate, and I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm going to concentrate, which means you are in control of your thoughts. I accept my best today. I accept my best today. When you put your head down on a pillow, you lay down and you go, I accept my best today. Now for the bonus, I got some bonuses for you. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. This gives you a future that's bright. The best is yet to come. Not the worst is yet to come. You could even put the best is going to come. The best is possible to come. You know, you could be someone inside yourself. Is it the words you say, you're going to fake them or you're going to fact them? When you say words, you have to decide because they are a commitment. When you don't back up what you're saying, the facts of who you are, then what happens? You lose your credibility within your own self. And so you start over right now by changing these words so that you can what? Build your own credibility within yourself so that you can trust. You can trust yourself to make the right decisions. At the end of it, you're in a partnership with yourself. And the partnership could make you feel like you're a bird brain as your thoughts are not organized. But you are. You got to get the bird off your head. You got to get the fear out of your mind. Think. You see, because what you think, you become. And so you're a partnership within your own mind. Who wonders what's going on behind his mind? I sure wonder. Well, I guess that was the little joke there on President Biden, but we're only doing this in fun. Because if you can't laugh, well, I guess you can go take a bath, but I hope we can find some stash of gas because we're going to need it. So anyway, I wish you a wonderful night. I want to thank you for watching this show. I want to ask you that if you feel like it, please subscribe to my channel. I've got other videos up. And if you would mind taking a look at some of them and maybe even giving me a comment, I'd really appreciate it. So I'll see you tomorrow. And you, please, again, subscribe. Please, just take a click. Thank you.